So my neighbor lent me this camera and I don't want to give it back. This is the Mamiya 645, a medium format camera that shoots 6 by 4.5 aspect ratio photos. And I really liked using this camera. Let me tell you why. First of all, it's built like a tank. It's all metal, it's quite heavy, it's just solid, and it feels good in the hand. Not to mention the cool vintage look that it has. And it looks vintage because, well, it is. It was built in the 1970s to the 1990s. So this was sitting on my neighbor's shelf and I picked it up and asked her about it, and she said, "Hey, do you wanna try it out?" And I said, "Heck yeah." And so for the following weekend, I went through 7 rolls with this camera. At first, I wasn't quite familiar with the way it focuses. It uses this prism at the top, so it's basically a manual SLR camera, which I never used before actually. So it took me a while to get used to it. I took some blurry photos. I should have looked it up sooner. Another first impression thing is that the way the film is loaded is quite different. Even for the slowness of film, loading 122 film was quite slower and a bit clunkier than loading 35mm. And that slowness is a theme that I kept encountering. The heft made it feel slow, the ergonomics and the way you crank to advance the film feels slow, and the fact that you only have 15 photos instead of 36 made me want to be slow as well, to not waste any film. Now those sound like bad limitations, but if you change the word slow to intentional, suddenly it sounds way more positive. The heft meant that I only take it when I'm out intentionally taking photos. And the ergonomics and the slow crank made me more intentional with every shot. And I compose better, I'm aware of my surroundings because I cannot just hold it to my face all the time. I need to bring it down, so I just see things around me. And the limited shots made me more intentional with every frame because I want to make them count. Well, that one is easier said than done. Okay, so that's the experience of using the camera, but how about the output? How about the photos? Medium format photos have qualities that is just different to 35mm. The fall off of the focus is smoother from the foreground to the background. The film grain is more fine and just more pleasing to the eyes. And I don't know if this is a placebo effect, but I feel like it has better resolution. I put resolution in quotes because it's not like the megapixel resolution, but the way it resolves the photo. I don't know how to describe it, but I think I see it. All in all, my take with this camera is that it has all the reasons that I love my other film cameras, but amplified. And that's why I feel like I want to use it more. But I also don't want to take advantage of my generous neighbor. If you like this video, I think you'll like this one too, on how I fell in love with film photography in the first place. Since that video, I took many rolls, and I even got some photos in some exhibitions. Thanks for watching, and I'm off to return this camera.